Wiggly Squiggles here is a solid champ player. I believe, did you just get champ somewhat recently? I believe you were saying you were diamond before, but either way, we're going to see what we can do to help Wiggly Squiggles stick in champ. See what they can do to maybe improve, get to that high champ rank. So, starting off hot, that's a really nice kickoff. You can already tell, you guys can already tell how good a player is from like how solid the kickoff is. Got back recently, peaked C2 last season. Awesome. So we're going to try and get this guy to Champ 3 GC kind of with these replays, right? But the kickoff, just so solid. Like, that's exactly what you want to see. So we're doing good here. We're waiting. There's a lot of chaos right now, so it's good that we're keeping distance. We don't know what's going to happen. We finally find some clarity, and then we have a good shadow. Play it off to the side. Very nice. I like it. This is all crazy. Good play to the side. So I think one of the nitpicky things I'll say is I don't like that you went and continue to go for this boost, especially after your teammate went. For me, like, it's fine, but he also kind of went. So now, like, technically you'd be the first one to get back on defense. Whoa, why is this so? You'd be technically the first one to get back on defense. So it's tough saying go all the way here and get this corner boost because you're kind of out of the play, but you make it work out with how fast you did it, right? But now our teammate doesn't have boost, so it's all very tough. Cutting that ball off too is also risky, but as long as we keep time and we don't like just throw a possession, allow for an easy counter attack, that's totally fine. I probably would at this point, you know, you're already there, so a 50 is not too terrible. I probably would have rotated out though. Probably would have rotated out and try to get boost, because now we are in a 2v1 scenario. Oh, we need to be getting little boost pads. Okay, so we do fine. We're trying to avoid demos, but like we need to make sure we gotta get just over here and just get these little boost pads if we're gonna be flipping back, because we're gonna need them. We really are. And then as we rotate around back post, we just scoop a few more and rotate back post, right? And we'll see by the time we rotate back, we don't know where this ball is going to be for sure. It might have bounced over here, and then we take a different path. Get more little boost pads, maybe get this corner boost, do something else, right? All depends on where the ball goes. The ball kind of stays on that right side of the field, so we just need to get those little boost pads as we rotate around. Because now we should have like 50 or 60 boost to be ready to go, right? But now we're still kind of low on boost. Fighting for our lives. I don't like this positioning on defense because you're not protecting anything. If Pikachu gets this ball past your friend here and he just doozy dishes it, right? Like, you have no capacity to ever get to this ball with how you're facing, right? We want to be parallel to the goal line like this so we can keep our momentum going to recover more of the net, right? I know you're kind of angling out, waiting for
big boy.
The ball to come out like this.
35 just followed.
Thanks, Wiggly Squigglies, for following. I appreciate you. But yeah, we want to keep ourselves parallel because we can still turn and go for this. I know you're trying to face this way so you can go for this ball quicker. But like, it's going to be the same speed no matter what, and you're still protecting the net. So eventually we find our way back. But it's tough. Oh, get that boost at that point, right? You're already there. Just grab it quick and then rotate back. Ah! 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 Don't do that. Ah! We got the boost, and then you waste 20 of it to get downfield and you're flying. Oh no, like, we gotta make sure we keep our options open, right? Like, when we're in the air, we can move one direction. You can maybe get somewhere like this, but like, if this ball gets boomed back over here, you have no capacity to turn around and get this. Like, you have no fight here. And now look where you land. You're so far forward. You're not going to be able to ball hawk or play the midfield at all, right? I'm assuming it was just a misclick, but I need to make sure other people who do this know, like, that is bad. Don't do that. All right, rotate back post. Good, beautiful rotation back post, and that's what gave us the save. You did it quick. Our teammate needs to do a better job of killing time, but You did a great job. You rotated around and you came in parallel, and then you were able to adjust and go for the save. I think that was a really good piece of defense. All right, good. It was a misclick. Thank goodness. That scared me. All right. This is where we need to pay attention to our teammates, right? So we have low boost. Unfortunate. We just got the clear. So we see our teammate. We got to watch him carefully. Our teammate, he's going to this corner boost. He's no longer protecting this ball. So we're basically going to have to give up the fact that Pikachu here is going to beat you super hard to this ball and play this out and do something with it, right? You're going to have to just basically bite the bullet, get some little boost pads, shadow somehow, or just play defense. You're never going to get there in time to actually challenge this ball. And it's hard to see. You also missed the boost. I mean, at least we could get the boost, but like overall, it's a tough situation. We gotta be paying attention to our teammate. Good, teammate has a nice shot. So we're using a lot of boost to fly around the field, back and forth, right? Yeah, we're using a lot of boost. We're just moving back and forth, it feels like. You don't need to be like that. You can actually slow down a little bit and just wait and then turn based off what happens. Right? So we're going super fast. We're trying to keep speed going back and forth. We end up wasting all our boost. And by the time we are ready to make a play, we have none, right? So I would say play that midfield just a little slower. Kind of wait and see what happens. You don't have to be moving back and forth so quickly. Good clear from your teammate. But I don't think we're protecting anything. We're hoping for the best case scenario here. We're hoping our teammate blasts this ball off the back wall and we have an easy time here. But we also have to, watch our opponents and realize, okay, our teammate's getting dunked here. We really should be, in a spot like this, or even here behind our teammates, so we can go pick up the scraps from what's going to come from this 50. Going for this aerial's fine, but you just got to make sure you don't play it out to the middle where they can counterattack it. But it did good. Great clear, though. Damn. Oh, he kind of saved it, honestly. But great clear from our teammates. This again, we just need to find little boost pads. We can't be zero boost. We're a little low boost a lot, so those little boost pads are going to be really important. All right. I don't like this play, so we'll go back to here, right? We get the full boost. I don't think you have any business going for this ball. Realistically, the blue team here, Jamay or whatever, is just going to dribble this ball away from you. I think by the time you get off the wall and can jump for this, I think it's just too late. I just think it's too slow of a play for you, especially with your position. I would much rather see you rotate around and let your teammate, who might have a better angle at the dribble, attacking the dribble, go for the ball, right? This feels just a little too slow. And then, you kind of go. Now you're in the way. Now you're just basically just trying to stay in the way. No momentum. And then you end up going for it again, and we have zero boost now because we wasted all trying to go for something when we have, zero momentum to start with. This is why we want to rotate around, because it'll actually facilitate keeping our momentum going forward, the direction we want. And it'll save you boost because you don't need to make up for losing all that momentum by boosting a bunch, right? So that's why you have zero boost and you end up missing this. Like, rotate out, and if you rotate out quickly like that, once you know the play's over, it kind of facilitates rotation with your teammate. Like, it lets your teammate clearly know, hey, my teammate just rotated out. It is time for me to go in and attack. And then maybe they'll reciprocate that by getting out of the way for you to go, right? You need to It's almost like a silent conversation you're having with your teammate when you're rotating. You gotta make it very clear, like, hey, I'm gonna go for this ball. Hey, this is a ball that I can't go for. It's your turn. And then eventually that's gonna speed up as we get higher ranks, right? So in that conversation, I mean, I don't know what... I wish I could go back and look at your teammate's perspective, but he probably was very confused. Didn't know when to go. Good play. Hate that from your teammate. Hate that. Hate this play from your teammate. So, oh, oops. Realistically, he's not, what is it, who did that a lot? A lot or something, and Metzanaris. He's not them. Let this ball have a chance to go in. I get it. You're trying to like pass it or do something, but realistically, I mean, if he would just was already rotated out, I feel like it would have worked out better. Right. Good, now we're getting low boost pads. That's good. Teammates back passing. We read it okay. It was a little awkward. Oh, but then eventually we finally get the goal from the open net. You guys kept a lot of good pressure here. Teammate tried back passing to you. You read it fairly well. It was a pretty soft touch, but then your opponents threw away possession. So realistically, this is why we need to learn how to take control, right? This isn't a goal if he just takes a touch and dribbles it and then flicks it upfield, right? But he throws away possession. Now he's last man back, threw away possession, and it's an easy goal, right? So we always want to be careful of that at this rank. This happens a lot. Great kickoff. Your kickoff is so smooth. I wish my kickoffs looked like that. Love that you checked to see where your opponents were. Oh, we just hit it soft. We hit it like a little baby. No, but yeah, we just hit it poorly. We didn't let it bounce, and I don't know how you hit this so badly. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely a mistimed, yeah. But it is what it is. That comes with more practice. It's a pretty uncomfortable angle. Bro, you're giving me whiplash. You're giving me whiplash going back and forth. Great. I love that you go on a ball cam to go kind of figure out where the boost pads, the little boost pads are. So you can go out and kind of get this one and then line up this and then flip to rotate back. Totally fine. But just do it once. And then you end up missing all the little boost pads anyways. So yeah, it is a little awkward. That's gonna happen. Good touch from the other side. A good pinch to try to alleviate some pressure. Oh, you're whipping back and forth. I don't know if you can actually see what's going on. But if you can, that's fine. But I can't tell what's going on. So you just gotta slow down a little bit maybe. Good, we're checking to see if there's boost there. There's not. Let's kill time. Our teammate was waiting for a pass. Unfortunate. Can't communicate with our teammates about that. So good, let's take a touch. Yes, take a touch. Get that boost. Now let's banger this. Oh, he actually cleared it. Never mind. Whoops. Touch is probably a little too heavy. Put it up. Let Pikachu have time to go for it. But I like the idea. The idea was correct, right? I think if you would just maybe put it more... You probably should have just let it come back more and took it to the corner. That'd been the safest option. If you're going to hit it to the side, you want to kind of aim for here so you're the first one to it. But you kind of chip it up high and then they have plenty of time to go for it. I like the idea. You definitely wanted to keep control of this ball. You just pushed it away too far and allowed Pikachu to get in there. And then our teammate whiffs. That's tough. Let's look at it from his perspective. Classic just misplay. Yeah. Just a whiff. And the biggest thing I could probably tell you about teammates whiffing is you have no control over that. If anything, if you didn't get clean beat, it probably wouldn't have had an opportunity where he had to whiff, you know? So it's tough. You never want to see someone whiff like that because that's very triggering, but it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to take this up the wall. Just stay behind it now. Yep, beautiful. Yeah, you see, you didn't have a lot of boost and you messed up this air dribble touch a little bit. So just staying behind the ball was beautiful. Get that 50. And now we sit on defense. Just a little too much, right? So this is fine. I'm okay with rotating back around to protect the net, right? Where's my mouse? There we go. I love this, rotating back around to protect the net. But the way you rotate upfield, you're just too close or too parallel with your teammate here, right? Like, yes, he's way up there, but realistically, it's not like free. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen. I would prefer as you rotate through that net, that you're kind of trailing behind him like this. So that way we could take care of whatever trash is gonna come from this, and you're gonna play this slow. We don't want to get up too far where now this clear that goes into this corner or something gets behind us, right? That's like the big thing that I'm worried about in this position. Rotating out or it wasn't like that, but rotating out like this really facilitates, like, you know, that ball can get around you pretty easy, especially if they hit it very hard or awkward like this, and it can lead to whiffs, right? It's tough. It's tough. Go up. Yeah, it's just a clean whiff. If you were in the right positioning, would you have not whiffed? Probably not. You probably would have. It probably would have been awkward still, but you know, in general, that's what I would say that'd be the right play to do. And then our teammate fakes without telling us, I'm assuming. Yeah, I don't trust our teammate there. Take that ball away. Check where they are. I love that you're trying to check where they are. That's what you should be doing. Teammate needs boost too. Good. Let's score this. Oh, good defense. Good defense. You're a little slow to the shot, so they were able to get there in time. Can't get the demo. Good 50. And then we need to go. And this is where the double commits are going to probably come. Yeah, unfortunately, you had no boost at the end. It's tough. There's a lot of unfortunate plays. I think it just came from like slightly being out of position. If you just kind of chill back a little bit more, especially when there's a lot of chaos, there's gonna be a lot of 50s. Everything's gonna be a little bit more clear for you, and then you can kind of drive and get to the ball probably faster. Just because you sit back deep though doesn't mean you have to jump from there. You can drive into it and then jump basically at the last second to get there in time. I just want to add that so you're not jumping from like the back goal line across the map. But overall, like, there's a lot of good things going that I don't see why you couldn't get to Champ 3 or, you know, GC, but it's going to be coming faster, have way more consistency with basically every mechanic, right? So your dribbles need to be a little bit better. You need, when you do those smart things where you're like, oh, I'm going to touch this to the sidewall, it needs to be more perfect. Like, I'm going to hit this softly so I'm the first one to get there. Or those or any shot or clear, they need to be, you know, powerful and in the spots you expect. So probably I would say training packs for shooting consistency and just hitting the ball hard would be really good options. And then as we get really good at those, we'll get higher in ranks, and then we're gonna have to start catching up to the speed and getting those rotations down a little bit better. But overall, very solid player, very good replay. Thank you for sending it in, Squiggly Wiggly. Wiggly Squiggles, actually. And sorry for the ads. Yeah, that's unfortunately timed ads.